Happy Friday. Hi, everyone. What a great week. I've had a fantastic week. Okay, first of all, I don't have my spotlight on, but I don't think I need it. Do I need it? Spotlight on or off? I don't need it. I'm keeping my windows open, even though I get feedback. Hi, Sister Lynn. I get feedback that that looks so big. Let me play around with this. I get feedback that my lighting from my window screws up my light on my camera, but today I just don't care. Let me see. Oh, I don't care. I'll play with that later. How's everyone going? It's Friday. Oh my God, I have a lot to discuss. First of all, this was supposed to be a discussion about the cult, but some breaking news has happened that we have to share. So I am Cyberchick in Boston, happy to be here on this beautiful Friday. I've had a great week. I've had it off from work, although I did have a board meeting at 11. I'm on a board of advisors for a security startup company. And so I put makeup on, which I haven't done all week. And then I touched something sparkly. I don't like sparkles. My family knows I do not do glitter. I do not do sparkly stuff because it just drives me crazy. And now I have it on my face. So if I'm glittering or sparkling, you'll see why. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. We're going to have a quick update here. I love the profile pic of you and a lion. So I'm sparkling, coming to you live from the command center with the window open, sparkling on this Friday. So yeah, I did have it off this week, but it just so happens there was a board meeting that I had to attend for an hour. Hi, Mima. How are you? Happy Friday. Before we get started on all things that we're going to talk about today, it's been a busy morning. So I spent the morning, I do have to, oh, Denise, that's your favorite animal. I do have to prep a little for the board meeting, and all these security alerts and news alerts were coming through, and I was so nosy, so I was barely paying attention. But it's going to be a beautiful day here. My husband's home, which is awesome. He was gone this week. So I had a conference in San Francisco this week. Not that anyone cares, but I'll just tell you my life story. And he had a sales meeting in New Orleans, and it was just easier if I didn't go. So, oh, Maddie, thank you. Hey, Jen FL. Hello, girl. Good to see you. I'm glad you caught a live. I didn't even check to see who was live because I know yesterday I was up against Kelsey, the Kelsey Fitzsimmons verdict. But anyways, to get back to my vacation week, I just decided to take a week off where I didn't have plans. I wasn't traveling. I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. And every single day was really busy. So it was fun. It was like I got a lot accomplished. I had lunch. I got to see my nieces for her birthday, and it was fun. It's been a really great week. So before we start, I have a couple of breaking news items to go over before we jump into the cult. And yeah, staycations are great because sometimes, hey, good morning, Genuine. Good to see you. I hope that you're having a good week. I know you've had a really tough time, and I'm hoping that we can bring some smiles to Genuine today and some good energy. I really enjoyed the staycation, and I'm geared up. I'm considering taking, when you're at my company for so long, you get a sabbatical, thinking of taking that this summer. And if this is an indication of what it'll be like, it'll be a lot of fun. I do have to be busy. If I'm not busy, I get a little, but I did want to break okay, so first of all, if you know Aaron Parnes, we like to get our news information from him. And also I thought I was going to fix him up with my niece, but it turns out he's married. He's very young. He's only 26. He graduated college he went to college at 14. He's a super smart person. He's a lawyer. He graduated law school at 18. He became a lawyer, and then at the age of 25 decided he really liked independent journalism. He's super smart. He had a baby this week. That's my breaking news. He was so cute. So not only was I going to fix my niece up with him, not only is he married, he's a father now. Sorry, Nikki. I didn't know that. So Aaron had a baby. That's breaking news number one. So we have been officially a YouTube we've had a YouTube channel for I don't know how many months, but it's been since October 10th. I can't do the math right now. 6 months, 5 months. Super happy with it. It's a really small community, very uplifting. We support people. We don't do name calling, and I want everyone to feel safe here. So if you're not used to chatting, feel free to chat in our chat. We don't condemn you. You're welcome to join, and we welcome the participation. So, but we started it off because we wanted to bring awareness to a cult that our family was dealing with for the past 7 years. So I'm going to give a little bit of an update on that. But the other piece of breaking news, which, I mean, if you follow my channel, there's really two avenues we tend to go down. It's current events and online safety. And online safety can be from a cybersecurity perspective. I've been in cybersecurity for my entire career, coming up on 30 years. We also like to take a look at, like I mentioned, the cult and the dangers of the cult, online bullying, that type of thing. But we've also I have been trying to educate everyone on cyber wars, hacking, how to protect ourselves. Has anyone seen the news this morning? Do you know what's happened? Our FBI director, Patel, had his personal email hacked. We're happy you're here, Genuine. Yeah, his email was hacked. And we're going to talk about it. So actually, we're gonna let Aaron update us, but it was hacked by Iranian hacktivists that we've already talked about. I told you about Handala, the Iran hack group that hacked into the former prime minister, and I always forget his name. I think it's Barack, the former prime minister, and they hacked hundreds of thousands of emails from him in 2024, and it linked Barack, the prime minister, the former prime minister, Epstein, and Steve Bannon. And it was very, it's all in the Epstein files. Some of it is redacted, of course, but it was very widely known that the what am I trying to say? That the hacktivists stole all this information and then made it public so that we were able to see what was going on. We were able to see the relationship and the correlation. That same hacker group today, for the fun of it, hacked into our FBI director's personal email. I don't know. Does this excite you? This is like, hey, Boston Booty. It like throws me into a tailspin when I see this. How is it so easy? They actually didn't do it nefariously, so they say. They wanted to prove that the United States director of the FBI doesn't have good protection on his email. That's all. They just did it for fun. Yep. Hi, Snarkastic. How are you? Yes, Patel's. And I actually saw it before I saw Aaron do a short video. We will watch it. So that kind of threw Boston Booty. Do you have a new picture, or have I never actually put you up here? I like your picture. Okay. So now that we got that started, let's go see what Aaron has. It's a very short video, but I read about this before I even saw it on the news. So I'm probably breaking news. So this is two breaking stories for you. Aaron had a baby, and our FBI director was hacked but I don't know I haven't seen what was hacked yet. That would be fun. Let's go to Aaron's YouTube. Hold on. Let's share. Stay there, everybody. Don't move.
We have breaking news right now. A Justice Department official has confirmed to Reuters that it appears as though Iranian hackers may have breached FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email. A group that goes by Handala is claiming, and this is a group that is linked to Iran, is claiming to have gotten access to Kash Patel's personal email and has published his resume, along with other photographs that have not been independently verified just yet. Here are some of the photographs that the group, the Handala hack, is claimed to have published. You can see Kash Patel, what appears to be Kash Patel with the cigar. They also claim that hacking into his personal email was a joke, was simply easy to do, essentially. Now, I'm going through the rest of the release. Obviously, it's very concerning that hackers potentially were able to get into the FBI director's personal email address. But I also will say that there has been a lot of concern about personal email addresses for Hillary Clinton, for example, from Republicans. Not that same concern for someone like Kash Patel. So we'll see if that changes. Spread the word. Follow for more.
That's interesting. I don't know. Do you guys? I find that so fascinating. We're going to have to follow that to see. But that group. So you guys all know about this. You guys all know about Handala because we talked about it on a whole stream about how they hacked into the former prime minister of Israel. I'm just so happy that we're able to be ahead of the curve. And when they say Handala, you guys are like, oh, that's Iran's hacktivist group. We know them. I know, Jen. I'd want Aaron to marry my niece too, but they're all too young. Oh, speaking of the niece, hi, Nikki. So, Nikki, not only did I try to set you up with someone who was accidentally married, he just had a baby. Here, let's go see. I'm going to show you because he's so cute. Let's go see. Sorry, Nikki. You probably don't want to hear that, but hold on. Let's see. Let's see what we've got.
We have some news right now overnight.
Hold on, don't talk yet.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump said.
Hold on, sorry. This is poorly executed. Okay.
Hey.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump said.
Not that one. All right, hold on. Let me see. Are you seeing this? Okay, you're following this. Hold on, just play along with me.
Hey everyone, a lot of you have had questions.
Oh no.
Hey everyone, a lot of you have had questions about where I've been all day. Well, the truth is, I became a dad. Breaking news. My wife went into labor today and just gave birth to an amazing, beautiful, healthy baby girl. And I'm just so amazed at my wife. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of our new daughter. And so I wanted you guys to hear it from me first. Everyone's okay. We're all good. I kept this secret for now more than 9 months because there's so many threats and stuff online. It was just, I want to keep my personal life separate. So my daughter's not going to be on my channel, don't worry, but I'm going to have a lot more sleepless nights, which I'm very excited for. And I'm also over the next few days going to spend some more time with my daughter and with my wife.
I love him. Isn't he the cutest? Look at Nikki. Does this make me an auntie? Did I just become another auntie, a great aunt? Does that make me a great aunt? Oh my God, you guys love him, don't you? Oh my God, you do know, you follow him on TikTok. Of course you do. Because of course that's where you get your news. You know, I have a TikTok account that I don't use for security reasons, but I don't know. I think it's my nieces kept sending me stuff on TikTok, so I wanted to view what they were sending me. I keep getting notifications that all these people are joining my TikTok. I don't know why. Could you guys hear when that was playing? Because for some reason it says it's muted. When I was playing the video, could you guys hear it? I have all red dots there. That's interesting. Hopefully you heard it. So yeah, I'm not on TikTok, but apparently a lot of people are finding me there. I quit out of X this week. I deleted it. I'll never go back. I don't miss it. I have such clarity this week. I do not miss X at all. But ever since then, I got a ton of followers on TikTok. And I feel really bad because I don't really engage in that. Snarkastic Sam. Sadly, the U.S. is debilitated it is, I agree, 100% a two-party system. Win, lose, rah, rah. We need to work on commonalities. Here. Yep. We need to do away with the system. We need to start over. Young kids like Aaron, the young graduates I had on from MIT that created a server-based website for all of the Epstein files. Let's get these brilliant minds they don't appear to be egotistical. They just appear to want what's best for everyone. Can we just have a do-over? Yeah, X is full. And it's funny because I don't think the younger generation is on X. I really think it's both the younger. I don't know. My kids don't use X. 100% Boston booty. Oh, having your ID stolen is such a hassle. I don't have my ID stolen, but I do get my credit cards hacked all the time. All the time. Like I would say once every 2 months and I only have 2 credit cards, but it's usually my banking one. I know my niece said, Maddie, I don't think you're on X that much, right? It is. It's trash. I don't know why though. I felt compelled to get updates there, but honestly, I do not miss it at all. And I wasn't on X. And then I thought when I was getting my channel up, some of the stuff that you needed to do, it was like, oh, I should get on X because like right now I am sharing this on YouTube and Facebook, but I normally would share it on X. So I got an X so I could use it as a platform, but I don't care. I don't need that. People can find me on YouTube. And hello, what is your what's my email? I'll post it in the thing. It's also in my notes if you ever need to find it. Hello to the replay crew. I'm so happy because we've been getting hundreds of people who watch the video. And even though you can't know when I'm going live, so I know it's hard to be here during a live, I appreciate you watching on replay. Hello. Let me see. There it is. Feel free to email me. You rewatch. I appreciate all of the rewatches. I do. So anyways, we're a small channel, just over 1,000, just got monetized. Really appreciate everyone watching. It's funny because I've been using ChatGPT and Claude to come up with like, what's a really good formula to keep engagement? And I'm not talking about clicks. I don't care if I have 500 subscribers, but they're getting value out of my content. I'm a happy person. Okay. I'm not talking about like, I need to have 50,000. This is not this is not my day job. I don't even know if I turned on monetization. I was just happy that I reached that goal. This is just something I do. I actually just like to do it. I actually just really enjoy it. I have a lot of people that have reached out that want to come on the channel to continue the education on women in tech and things like that. So we are going to talk a little bit today about the cult. And the cult is called Twinflames Universe. And if you don't know the backstory, we had a niece who was at the time in her early 20s, accidentally stumble onto a cult. How does that happen? We'll talk about that. And we're going to talk about some of Jeff and Shalir are the gurus of the cult, and they have ramped up their online presence in the past month. And I'm wondering why. And I want to track them. And if I'm tracking them, then you're going to track them too. Quantity versus quality, baby. Love you, Lisa. You're so sweet. So yes. Hello, Sarah. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to, for people who have never seen anything at all about the cult, I want you to know that Brianna is out. We were the Boston family in the Amazon documentary, Desperately Seeking Soulmate, Escaping Twin Flames. There's also another documentary that came out. I want to say they came out, Lynn, help me out. I'm spacing. Maybe 2022. No, we filmed it in 2022. They came out in 2023. I think. Netflix at the same time released one. I think this is called Escaping Twin Flames. Doesn't matter. Watch any of them if you have young adults, teenagers, adults in their early 20s. Sit down, let them watch it. This online stuff is very addicting. It's very consuming, and sometimes you can make poor decisions without even realizing it. So parasocial relationships are an addictive problem right now, where people think they have this certain relationship with someone online, and in reality, they don't. I mean, if you're not seeing someone face to face or talking to them on the phone and really getting to know them, I don't want to say it's not real, but it's not to the level that maybe some people think. I mean, I know a lot of people know that, but I just think it's important to I just think it's important to state the obvious. We are in a chat over here. And also my sisters never used YouTube. So like they were like, how do you even chat? That's why I always say drop in a hello or any comment you want in this chat. You can just practice and get used to it. I am so big on learning things. If I don't know how to do something, I'm like, oh, this is going to be exciting. I get to learn YouTube. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 months is figuring out YouTube. Mistakes were made along the way. You course correct. And you go on and you reevaluate. There's nothing wrong with that. Sister Deb was a YouTube virgin. I can't even, Lisa called me the other day and said, I know you're live. I don't know how to find it. How do I find you live? I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so cute. So we'll learn it all together. Can I show the Amazon promo clip? I got in trouble the last time I did. Let me see. That's a good question. I have something teed up, Lynn. First, let me show this. Yes, I hope we do much better as a society. We need to do much better. Let me remove. Why did that go back? Okay, stop sharing. And now I'm going to start sharing again. I have something to share with you. Again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. All right, so I'm going to add this to the screen. How come it's not showing it? I don't know, I'll just play it.
Welcome back. Do you believe in soulmates? Well, the people of the Twinflames Universe sure did, and they are the subject of a new W5 investigation. Take a look.
So this is just a 5-minute quick video that's going to show Avery Haynes. And it's a pretty good summary of Avery Haynes and what I showed the entire hour-and-a-half interview that Avery did. Avery's a rock star. It's actually really funny when I go back and look at it because it was only like my 3rd YouTube. I had no right interviewing Avery. Wait till you see her. She is, think of 60 Minutes here in the US. That's the show, kind of content that she puts on. Veteran investigative journalist, heavy hitting. And there's Lynn and I interviewing her on our 3rd YouTube. It was really funny. All right. I'm going to sneak off and go get a tissue too because I don't see any here. I'm on the wrong one. Hold on.
Twinflames Universe is a spiritual movement with a seductive guarantee. Follow their program and you'll find eternal love.
I love it. This is so devilish.
I know how to make them want you. Oh.
It's not just about making them want you. Jeff and Shalia preach that the path to your twin flame is paved with spiritual and financial riches. Follow them and you can have a life just like theirs.
Well, senior investigative correspondent and managing editor of CTV News W5, Avery Haynes, she is back to tell us more about the brand new special, We're Not a Cult, Inside Twinflames Universe. Avery Haynes, welcome back to the social.
Thank you. Okay, so Avery, how did you first become aware of the Twinflames Universe?
You know, I get pitched from PR companies all the time with these great story ideas.
Isn't she beautiful? Hey, Magic, one of my favorite people. I appreciate you. I appreciate your advice. I appreciate you that you keep showing up. You're very important to this channel. I love Avery. Look at her. I mean, she is a rock star. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you just a couple times, but this isn't a long clip.
The one that came into my inbox in late October was a showstopper. It simply said, we're not a cult. And I'm like, I'm in. Whatever the story is, I am in. And it was an offer to have a world exclusive interview with Canadian Shalia Devine and her American husband, Jeff Devine, who are accused of being cult leaders.
Ooh, okay, so let's talk about them. So what do Jeff and Shalia Devine promise? And what are allegations What allegations have been thrown their way?
So their promise is amazing. They promise if you buy their program, you will have everything of your heart's desire, true love and all kinds of wealth. And this is a promise that, as you'll see in this video, has brought them in a lot of money.
Okay.
This is my pool, my slide. You may recognize the Porsche. And little Corvette. It's looking good. Don't be upset or jealous because you're gonna find out how easy this is for you.
Okay, and so all of that money comes from students who are paying tens of thousands of dollars to heal the inner trauma that is stopping them from finding their true love. And so I had a chance to talk to him about the allegations. And the allegations are so many that we had to turn this into a 2-hour special.
Wow.
Because the allegations range from coercive control to forced labor. But the most horrifying of them is forced gender conversion. 18 of their followers have transitioned from female to male. Now, we don't know whether they were feeling this before they joined, but the number is 18. And so you'll see in the interview that I'm about to show you, I was able to put some of the questions to Jeff and Shalia Devine.
There are people who paint you both as puppet masters, as cult leaders, who have a level of control over people who are very vulnerable.
We are not puppet masters. We are not over.
Can I just say, ew? When they're, and if you're new to this channel, when they're talking about forced gender, what they're saying is they would have, they would make predetermined matches. And sometimes, like in the case of my niece, they would say, her name is Brianna. They would say, Brianna, you are going to be matched with Gretchen. You're going to go to LA and live with Gretchen. And Gretchen's actually a male form trapped in a female body. So Gretchen, you need to become a male. And we're talking hormones, surgeries, like, and this is their belief. I know they are so cringe. Everybody, Side Eyes Jess is here. Hi, Side Eyes Jess. Side Eyes Jess, I touched something sparkly and touched my face. And I think I have sparkles on me now. So just so that. Really? Is it forced though? It's this the problem I have. Like I this isn't even about whether you're, you know, you're gay, you're a lesbian, you're trans. This is about someone saying to you, you are forced. Maddie. We hate, look, I know, it's so cringe. It's not long. It won't be long.
We're exercising our control to get people to do things that we want them to do.
I mean, the words that have been used to describe you.
I don't try to consume the hate enough to know.
Narcissistic, coercive,
Yeah,
bully,
not true.
cult leader.
Yeah, not true.
True. And that you have destroyed people's lives.
Not true. Not true at all.
Wow. I mean, it's just so fascinating because also they wanted to do this interview with you, right?
They might have chosen the wrong person. So I'm gonna say.
So give a sense of like how many followers do they have?
They have hundreds of thousands of followers on Facebook, and they have about 2,000 followers who are paying members. And so we interviewed some in Toronto, in Ontario, who are paying members who believe that this is a program that has helped them regulate their emotions.
So that's interesting. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna put a couple of things up here. I'm not finished with the interview. I have a couple thoughts on it. Yeah. I trust, Magic says, this is the kind of thing I couldn't forgive. I don't trust many people to begin with. Harm me and I turn my back and walk away. I'm the same way, Magic. I can be pretty trustworthy up front. I think I said this at the beginning when we were doing an Ask Me Anything with the sisters, and they were like, you know, what do you like? And I'm like, look, I come across as very nice, and I will give you a chance, and then you screw me and you're dead. You're dead to me. There's no going back. So I agree with that. And yes, Side Eyes Jess, I wouldn't normally mind, except at 11 o'clock this morning, I'm on a board of a startup company, and we had a meeting, and I'm like, oh my, and shocker, only woman, only sparkling person on the meeting. Yeah, it was me. Really? You've seen this many times, Sarah, with people? That's shocking to me. That is so shocked. Yeah, his hair does look greasy. Okay, so what she's talking about, how many members they have, I find that fascinating because they don't report. They're a private company. We can look at Facebook and see they have hundreds of thousands of members. But when you actually look, I guess their tax returns would have, but it's private. How do you get access to them? She's saying there's 2,000 paying members. And what paying members are, Ty, they pay online courses, they pay for meal plan, they pay to go to church, they pay to have coaching sessions, they pay for mind alignment, they pay for mirror exercises, and they pay for more coaching sessions. And some of those online courses are up to $10,000. And we're going to go through Jeff's Facebook in a few minutes because he likes to flaunt his money. He believes if you flaunt it, that will make you want it. Like what's the saying? You can, it'll materialize if you embrace it. If you think about it, it will happen. Like, no, dude, that's not what happens. I keep going to the wrong one.
Heal inner trauma. The detractors, the people who have left, say that the tool that they use to help you heal actually breaks you down and makes you highly susceptible to coercive control. And one of the women describes this as being like the frog in the pot. When you gradually turn the water up, you only realize it once you're boiling.
Oof. Okay, so you were actually invited into the Twinflames Universe that is in Traverse City, Michigan. What was that like?
Well, so this started as an online group, and with all these folks online, they now are moving to Traverse City, Michigan. So there are 16 who now live in Traverse City, Michigan. So it's moved out of the internet and into real life. And these are sort of the inner circle. I was invited into their 7,000 square foot mansion. I was invited to a Christmas party with their followers who have moved to the region, most of them. And it was surreal because I've watched hundreds of thousands. I've watched all kinds of videos. You know, these people have documented their lives from the minute they first met Shalia and Jeff Devine back in 2014. So there is, hundreds of hours of them being very outrageous, being very loving and sweet when they first met, when the business was first beginning. And then at a Christmas party where there's all these people who have been identified as being twin flames and not a whole lot of love. I mean, I didn't see a lot of cuddling and kissing and all the rest of it, but I was able to put the really serious allegations to their followers and to them.
Wow. I mean, this is just a taste. Like, I have so many questions. I am definitely so curious about this. Avery, thank you so much for being here and the work that you continue. Oh my goodness.
That's it. I love her. Isn't she the best? Yes, Side Eyes Jess. They're tax exempt. They didn't become a church until I think 2017. How convenient. Yep, all has to do with money. Oh, that's what it is. Envision it. Make it happen. They're big into that. They're also big into poverty doesn't exist. There's no such thing as being poor. They convince and I think that's just, honestly, everything they do is to gain money. It's all about the money and power, money, power. And so that they tell their members, you will never be poor if you manifest that you are going to be rich, if you manifest this house, if you manifest these cars, because they want them to spend money. And if they're thinking about their assets and their income in terms of like what they're putting out, it's going to scare them. I think it's just a mind game. Yep. Oprah also pushes that name it and claim it. Yeah. See, Jen, FL, I have issues with Oprah. I went over that the other day too. I finally figured out with the help of a friend what my issues were. Making it hard to think for yourself. Yeah. So if you want, you can go back and watch one of my episodes in November, or even Google online, Avery Haynes, the documentary. It's a great documentary. It's an hour and a half. She had to do it in 2 parts, and they were so full of themselves. And they interview current members, but also members that have left. And what's interesting, after she really interviewed Kaylee. I'd love to have Keely on. I think that's her name, Keely. Keely provided the investigators with a lot of information because she had taken hard drives and screenshots and recordings. And after Avery's interview aired, they went to Michigan with a search warrant and seized a lot of information, which we're hopeful means that they are being prosecuted or a case is building against them. Now, here's the thing, right? Let me pull up Jeff's. So Jeff's been pretty quiet. I follow him on Facebook and on Instagram, and we don't hear a lot from him. But let's go look at his Facebook, because he's been posting a lot, which I wonder if that means he's nervous or he's not nervous. I'm trying to figure out what it means. Do I have it set to Jeff and Shalia? I did. It says Jeff and Shalia. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Jeff and Shalia. Hold on, I'm finding it, and then I'm going to add it to the stage. Sorry about that. Okay. I got it. So let's go see what's going on here. So a couple days ago, this is them. And it said, to manifest harmonious twin flames union, you must master your inner world. You must learn to calm your inner world enough to hear signals from God and the universe. You choose to let fear direct you. Love is the way. All right, that's kind of boring. That's just like, whatever. Okay. Hating wealth doesn't make you more spiritually advanced. It means you prefer poverty. Okay. There's one, let me see. I'm going to go back to, here it is. This is the one that I started with. Can twin flames be trusted? By the way, look at the Rolls Royce he just bought. And newsflash, he also just drove home a Tesla. They have like 7 or 8 high-end cars. I'm not sure why. They say we're scammers, that twin flames aren't real and we're out for money. They want you to believe we're just peddling a new age concept to desperate seekers of love, preying on vulnerability. How can we know twin flames are real anyways? You don't have to just take our word for it. We wouldn't want that student anyway. Yes, you would. You want their money. So let's start with the first principles, something we can truly trust. I hate reading all of this, but so anyways, they're basically going on and on saying that they're not scammers. We're telling you they're real. I skipped a bunch of stuff. That you can manifest yours into your life. And there's a very specific process you can do to follow. We believe every person has a twin flame and that the universal desire for one indicates our eternal nature, blah, blah, blah. That we are all twin flames, divine complements to one another. But anyway, you go ahead and settle for less. Not us, though. We couldn't be happier. And then they all just get all this love bomb. So they're just starting to do, I just noticed a little bit of advertisement, if you will. Like, this is a lot. They've gone a long time without doing anything. Your twin flame is worth the effort of keeping, maybe their revenues are down. I don't like to look at their baby, even though it's there. Ugh. Do the mirror exercise. Ugh, I hate the mirror exercise. They say, see, notice all this they say. This is really interesting. They've never been defensive before. So their whole marketing campaign the past 30 days is very defensive. They say the mirror exercise is a tool for coercion. What do you think? Here's what we think. And we are not concerned if you've already made up your mind about it. You're probably brainwashed by mainstream media and aren't going to look at facts. You'll quickly gloss over the truth so you can be righteous in your hatred of us. See how they're actually going after, who's the they? Is it me? I hope so. It is me. I'm going after you. When you do, so let me just, I'm not going to read all this because this is very unusual for them. Maybe just do the mirror exercises. That would help you feel better. So if you don't know, I call it Catholic guilt. Sorry for all the Catholics out there. A mirror exercise is taking blame for everything. So you're mad at your husband because he didn't take out the trash. You're mad at yourself because you didn't take out the trash. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but that's the mirror exercise. I'm probably simplifying it. Now this is all within the past week, all of these posts. Lynn, isn't that crazy that they're doing this? Because they haven't been doing this. Side eyes chest, stupid poor people being poor because you don't accept the rich people. Honest to God, they used to do. I wish I saved all the YouTube. I've watched so much crap from them. I don't, even doing this, I've been wanting to revisit the cult, and it's just hard because it's so gross. But they would put on these YouTube videos about you can afford that mortgage. You can afford to max out your credit card. It is there for a reason. I'm like, I didn't take that economics class. Yes, Sarah. If there's something in your heart, a person wouldn't need to go to a mirror. I know. Yes, side eyes, Jess. Yep, I get that. I get that. So, should you trust what the media says about us? Which one is this? Are they trustworthy? Oh yeah, this is the one that I saw last week. So on the 20th, 1 week ago, should you trust what the media says about us? The mainstream narrative often relies on the idea that they are the objective arbiters of truth. But recent data suggests the public trust in authority has reached a historic point. So what they're doing now is obviously everybody in the general public has turned on mainstream media. What a genius idea. Let's go. They're dipping into the statistics to say, media is disconnected from people, therefore you should be connected to us. Well, just because we disconnect from mainstream media doesn't mean that you're truth tellers. So this is a really funny way that they're spinning. There's fake news, there's retractions. What about that makes you, oh, look at this is what I saw, trustworthy. See, they're going directly after the Netflix documentary. And that Netflix documentary came out at least I think 3 years ago, if not 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Why all of a sudden are they bringing it up again? I find that so odd. Here's another one. I am so proud of us. First, let's look at their picture. Goated. Yeah, you're the goats. Okay. Yeah. We're proud of us. We stood up to the false narratives. We did the right thing, even when it was hard. We love people anyway. Oh, yeah, you're so righteous. We promote sovereignty. It's one of our core values. They say we control people. That's insane. We set people free. We empower people. They said we're abusive because they clipped Jeff yelling at our students. So there's video of him trashing in both text and actually on video, just treating people poorly, swearing at them, degrading them. Sorry, sidebar. You'll notice I don't read word for word. I like to add commentary. The way they clipped it, one could easily be led to believe Jeff was angry and bullying disempowered people, but that's not true. Jeff is a deeply passionate, loving person. Yeah. Our work takes you to the deepest place of fear. This is excuse. This is why they're putting this out there. What I don't understand is why they waited 2.5 years to do it. Our students want to be in a harmonious twin flame union as quickly as possible. A harmonious twin flame union, I think, means that you are married according to Jeff and Shalia. You're like a pair. You're paired. They were in pain. They wanted out of the pain of separation. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. They're lying because lies make them money. We set people free. I don't know. How do you do that? Let's see. Every time I look at a picture of him, I'm like, ew. By the way, she's lost like, I think 80 pounds. She was on one of the GLPs and she was very public about it. And so she's back to her weight that she was before when she met Jeff a while ago. And this just goes on about what it is and what it teaches you and blah, blah, blah. Nobody go and click on it. You don't want to. There was one more. Oh, he's so gross. Hold on. Oh, here she is showcasing her weight loss. And then a week ago, oh, look at this. It's a sale. They have sales in February. Today's the final day to order your Twin Flame Romance Report for $120 because tomorrow it's $4.99 forever. Can you imagine people are paying for this, for a twin flame romance report? Oh my gosh, I can't. All right, I think that's about, but see, they just started posting all this stuff. Anyways, ugh. I just wanted to share that with you. Oh, Prince of Wales is here. Hi, Zach. How are you? I know, Zach, we're just revisiting some of the cult stuff from years gone by. It is hard. I know it is hard to. I know the 11. I know, Maddie. I know. You know what? It's hard for my family. I know for Lynn and Lisa, Deb, and I, the aunties. I follow this on Instagram. I didn't clip the story because I didn't realize it was a story. I thought it was a post of them driving home with their new Tesla. So I do. It is hard to watch them, but I do try to just keep up with them because I'm just thinking in my head the defensiveness. I wonder if there's anything going on with the investigation. Like there's no way to tell. So I wonder. So the investigation was a year in June or July that they raided. How long does it take to? I guess it takes a while to create a case. They must be putting a case together. But if you're out there, Attorney General of Michigan, watch my channel, subscribe, and if you have any questions or need our family input, we'd be happy to help, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we be happy to help? I feel bad though because they really lure people in, and I think if it wasn't for the pandemic, they wouldn't have had so much luck. Honestly, they seem to really skyrocket during the pandemic. They're an online cult, right? They're giving adoration and love to people who maybe and it's not like you're a lonely person. I want to make that clear. Brianna wasn't lonely. Brianna was surrounded with love, had a boyfriend, was living with her boyfriend and brother and a friend. It just takes a moment of being lonely, right? It just takes a moment. It doesn't mean that you're lonely in life. It doesn't mean that you always are vulnerable. You might just have one moment of vulnerability. And I think everyone has seen, especially this week, how that one moment of vulnerability can be exposed. And we've all been there. So that's the other part of this is, any victims out there, it's not your fault. When I went on, it's a little bit culty. We really had a good dialogue because Sarah and Nippy were the whistleblowers from The Vow, the HBO documentary. And one of the things that we talked about, and I don't know if a lot of it got clipped, they're like professionals. So they pre-tape and edit, and this is just raw footage. You get what you get, and we can't edit or delete. I guess I could prioritize it, but so yeah, it's just crazy that it's that people just fell for it. They fell for it, and they said they felt like they were to blame. Now, Sarah brought people in. Sarah brought people in, and that was her job, just like it was Kaylee's job. If you watch the Avery documentary, Kaylee actually, she was at a very high level in the org to bring people in. And when you're doing that, you just have a lot of guilt associated with it. And Sarah and Nippy were able to say, like, we were victims. So we just have to recognize that people who have been through it are also victims. I don't hate people. I don't appreciate people hurting others. It's true. That's a good point, Sarah. Yep. I don't like that they're hurting people, and I don't like that they're gaining from it. They're gaining, they're monetizing it. They're getting their 7,000 square foot home, their cars. They make money off of it. And if anyone out there has been part of this cult and would like support, I can't speak highly enough for the ex-members who helped our family. They were there for us, and I want to pay it forward. I want to be there because it's not your fault. And we tell Brie all the time, but you always feel guilty. You always have that, oh, what are we doing? So I want to share that with you. I don't think there's anything on their Instagram that's newsworthy of sharing. I don't actually enjoy, by the way, going through and looking at everything But once they had their baby, I kind of stopped because I thought, hold on, I'm getting text message. Yeah, hold on, let me go in to, give me 1 second. I'm never in YouTube Studio, so I never can actually see what I have going on. Hold on. I know you're supposed to keep this dashboard up so you can go in and do things. There. Okay, I did it. I never actually do that because I have I never go into I never time anyone out. I don't know. I don't want any Trump hate on here. I've never said that I hated Trump. Did I vote for him? No, but I don't have anything negative to say. I've never trashed anyone. So, anyways, that derailed me. I have the rest of the day off and my husband's home. I'm going to make him take me out to lunch. He doesn't know it yet. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Because I'm excited. Because I'm sparkly. I mean, I got my mind is, do I look sparkly? I don't know. On StreamYard, I look the same every day, whether I do my hair, whether I don't do my hair, whether I wear makeup or I don't wear makeup. When I watch a replay, I'm like, I always look the same. I don't even have my spotlight on here. Anyone else have the rest of the day off? Okay, I want fish and chips now. Magic. I want fish and chips. I don't really have a go-to place around here for fish and chips, which is crazy because I'm in New England. But yeah, Jen, he doesn't know it yet. It's a surprise. He just got home. He's probably not going to want to. But he said the traveling was fine. He said there were ICE agents just standing around not doing anything, but there weren't long lines. Actually, TSA moved really quickly. He doesn't have a real ID. I don't know why, but his passport worked fine. So we no glitches traveling. So, oh, come on. 82? You should be sorry. Yeah, but you probably go from, oh, it's mild to hot. I'm so hot. Oh, Kristen just got home from Turks and Caicos. Yeah, you have to catch up on life. Mima's retired. So my whole week is your life, Nancy. This is what you do every day, whatever you want, all day. I like that idea. I like it. Well, thank you, everyone, for spending lunch with me. We had exciting breaking news. We had a cult update. I might go live tomorrow, but I don't really have anything planned, so I'll have to wait and see. It'll be blistering and unbearable soon enough. As soon as it's like warmish here, I have like a whole ton of furniture I need to put out and get my wind chimes up. That's like, I can't, and then I feel like, okay, spring is really here. Oh, you're taking your hubby duck pin bowling soon. He doesn't know you haven't been in 25 years. That sounds like fun, actually. That sounds like fun. Everyone have a great day whenever and wherever I want. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. I enjoyed spending time with you. Thank you, everyone. Heading out now. Bye.